All right, so everybody's talking about the Fields in Frisco, and honestly, they're not wrong, because basically it's where luxury is going to meet your lifestyle. With a splash of, wait, can I actually afford this? Well, yes, you heard that right. I'm not just here to tease you with all the multi-million-dollar homes in the Fields, though don't worry, we're gonna peek at those too, but to show you how you can actually live in one of the hottest new communities in North Texas without selling your soul or your firstborn child. All right, I'm Kristen Carpentier, a Dallas area real estate agent and your local best friend. I am going to take you all through a tour of the Fields today, and specifically over in the East Village, where you might be able to actually get into a brand new construction home under $600,000. It's where Frisco's future is literally being built, one stunning home and of course one Starbucks at a time. So let's go take a look before everybody else wants to move in too. While I'm out driving around the Fields showing you what is new, I also wanted to show you what has been going on. And I'm going to take you through Brookside South here for a second. Actually, we have the Toll Brothers model that has already been put up for sale, fully furnished. So they've already had that option out here. But Brookside South had some amazing builders. Everybody from Huntington, which is probably their highest end home out here, Shattuck Homes, Taylor Morrison, Britton Homes, Toll Brothers, like I said, Olivia Clark, which had the Townhomes, as well as Landon Homes. And while Brookside South was the first section that was built out here, there's so much progress that has happened. Absolutely love this whole middle section where everything is, your walkways, places to sit down and maybe have some lunch. But while there is still plenty of new construction options still in Brookside South, which is the first section that they started, there's actually starting to be a handful of pre-owned homes that are starting to pop up. You can still see that there's a number of lots still available for sale. But again, we've had townhomes out here. We've had the very high-end Huntington homes. A lot of these homes have the rear entry garages in them. And we have a lot of like green spaces and park areas here in Brookside South too, which is honestly how all of the Fields is. You can see we have multiple new construction homes ready for move-in right now. So if you are looking for brand new construction, some really fantastic deals, great incentives and good opportunities to still get into the Fields, this is a fantastic option. While you don't have to sit and wait around for a brand new build to be completed, you can get in right now and have access to all of the amenities that have already been put in here at Brookside South. They're from their amenities center to the tennis courts, pickleball courts, and they just continue to keep building the trails all throughout here. As you can see from like the drones and everything, there's plenty of lakes that they're putting in here, as well as just the bridges and the walking trails that are already starting to link up with the other sections throughout the field. So with Brookside North now being open, where again, those are just Landon homes. I'll take you through those here in just a second. Brookside South is already connected to Brookside North. So as it continues to be built with Legacy West is in Plano, with Fields West here in the Fields, it is all just continuing to be connected. But I love how thoughtfully designed this whole area is. As you can see, multiple green space areas. So while a lot of these lots might not have a big, huge backyard, some of them do. Lots definitely varied from almost the 0 lot line, where you have the very, very tiny backyard, just kind of enough to have your own little patio back there. But plenty of them, even the Huntington models, that because the homes are so huge, there have still been some that even have been able to put the pools in those lots too. So even the model over there was able to have the pool put in. So it's amazing what these builders can do nowadays. Just everything is just able to be taken care of and put together very, very well. So if you have any more questions here about Brookside, I'm taking you down one of these back areas to just kind of show you, this is technically what they're counting as their alleyway. You can park back here. I like how people still put in some really nice landscaping, even though you might not have that much of a backyard out here. So then you keep your front yard all beautiful somewhere, if you have a beautiful front porch to sit out and just enjoy the nice weather. So again, this is Brookside South. Just kind of wanted to show you what you're getting over here, how built out that it already has been and established, and what you can look forward to if you are looking to purchase here in the Fields development over here in the first section. And that is what we're getting over here. So let's take you on to the next one. Now I'm over here in Brookside North, which is where they are only building John R. Landon homes. Now we do have homes on 50-foot, 60-foot, and 70-foot lots over here on Brookside North. So where Brookside South had all of those fantastic builders, of course, I think John Landon is a great builder too, but we had multiple building options over in Brookside South. Everything from Huntington down to Taylor Morrison and Olivia Clark Townhomes. So a wide range of prices. Whereas over here in Brookside North, we do have homes starting at about $1.2-ish million, give or take a little bit, obviously. But you are looking at a much larger price point over here in Brookside North. Now, there are ultimately going to be only 363 homes here in Brookside North, whereas the Fields as a whole is just going to be massive, and there's going to be a lot of options. But with John Landon homes, this whole section is still going to connect over to Brookside South. So you're going to be able to have all of the amenities. As you can see a little bit, obviously the drone's going to show it better, but we have trails already hooking up with Brookside South. We have bridges to get us over there to the amenities. So depending on where your lot is over here in the Brookside North section, it's going to be pretty easy to get over to the amenities. So you're still gonna have access to the pools, to the parks, and pickleball, tennis, and the fitness center. Just get your little morning walk-in to get over there. But you're also going to have some of the green spaces here in the middle of Brookside North also. So still a great builder over here, still 3 different lot sizes. One of the homes over here, somebody's already put in their pool. But if you are looking to get in before Christmas, we have a few options that are available almost immediately. They're just finishing up some things. So there are a handful of people that are currently in their homes, but for the majority, you have plenty of options to pick your lot, pick your floor plan, and pick your budget. So if you have any questions at all about Brookside North, John Landon homes in particular, because obviously that's what we have in East Village too, but so much still to come here in the Fields, and Brookside North is kind of where it's at. And like we've always been talking about, if you can get in relatively early to get those better price points. And of course, with the new construction, we're seeing a ton of incentives. You're going to find some lower interest rates, maybe have some closing costs covered, but a lot of things to be able to get into what you're looking for when you're making that move here to the Frisco area, and more specifically, if you are hoping to get into this fantastic community of the Fields, reach out and I would be more than happy to get you that information, and let's make a deal happen and find you your dream home over here in the Fields. We're driving up into East Village in the new Fields development. Now we are just north of Panther Creek Parkway, and we are walking distance to the new Universal Studios theme park. So if you have children, if you have family that likes to come and visit quite often, this could be the next spot for you, especially if maybe your budget's a little bit on the tighter side compared to some of the other sections here in the Fields and even in all of Frisco. It's just really hard to find new construction in the low $500,000 range, and that's what you're going to get out here in the Fields. It is brand new and nobody is living in here just yet, but if you want to get in before Christmas, we have a few options that you're going to be able to do that here as well. Now, out here in the Fields, they are building in multiple sections. They have the town section, which kind of think about those Olivia Clark homes in Brookside South. And they're going to be like those 2x2 type townhomes, where only two different models actually. One's just under 2,000 square feet, one's just over 2,000 square feet, and they are starting prices in the low $500,000 range. And you're gonna have your master bedroom downstairs. One of them is gonna have the game room upstairs, another loft space upstairs. In the other one of them has the office down. So completely depending on what it is that you're looking for. But again, in the low $500,000 range is where we are starting. They also have what's called the Enclave, and those are gonna be 35-foot lots. And those are starting in the mid $500,000 range. And those are gonna have 3 different designs. Square footage, 2289 to 2332 square feet. So we're getting a little bit bigger, but still in a really good price point out here. Then we have the section called the Manor, and those are on 41-foot lots. And those prices are starting in the low $600,000 range. Those are gonna have 4 separate designs ranging from around 2375 square feet to about just over 2,700 square feet. And again, we have a couple of those available by December. So think about where to put your Christmas tree if you are wanting to get in before Christmas and before the next start of the next semester in the school year of 2026. Now, next up is going to be our classic series, and those are going to be on 50 and 60-foot lots, and prices are obviously going to continue to go up a little bit, and we are now starting in the low $800,000 range. But we do have 8 different floor plans, and one of them is a single story. And of course, sizes ranging from around 2217 square feet to over 3,600 square feet. So the sizes are getting quite good, but again, when you're thinking more affordable options, if you're thinking of what can you get into, but you still want new construction and you love Frisco, well, this is going to be a great one to check out that I would love to get you more information on. We don't even have the models open yet out here. They should be coming. Hopefully one of them will be open by the end of the week or by the time this video comes out. So again, reach out to me and I would be more than happy to help you design your home, help you get in and pick your floor plan and anything else that might be attractive to you out here in East Village. All right, let's drive you through what is happening here with Fields West. Now I am heading west on Fields Parkway, and Fields West is just south of me, and tons of construction is going on. They are full steam ahead on everything that is coming in there. Now they're saying that it is already 70% leased for all of the business, restaurants and shopping and things that everyone's excited to get there. So 70% leased in that. And it is going to be a 55-acre luxury urban village, which is obviously right here in the heart of the Fields. We have Brookside South and North in the Preserve over on the west side. We have the East Village Universal Studios over on the west side, just on the other side of the Dallas North Tollway. And Fields West is truly going to be more of that luxury world-class shopping that you might be looking for, some of the high-end shops. Yes, we have some of that down in Legacy West if you're familiar with that. But Fields West is going to be even bigger and even better than what you can find down in the Plano area. It's going to combine over 350,000 square feet of shopping, dining, and entertainment, plus a lot of upscale, more urban type living in the Fields as well. They're going to have a lot of premium, high-end, very desirable commercial office space out there, which is just really going to create that exciting environment that people are going to be wanting to work, live, eat, and do everything right down there. And it's going to have approximately, Fields West is also going to have approximately 1,200 luxury multifamily residences. And those are all going to be located right above a lot of the high-end shopping and restaurants. So again, if you're familiar with Legacy West down in Plano, it's going to be kind of the same thing, but they're just saying that it's going to be even bigger and better. So just really think of more urban living. Not everybody loves that urban type living, more of that modern type vibe, but that's just what they're saying that you're going to be able to find here in the Fields West. So a lot of people who want more of that luxury, refined, easy type living, they're going to have a lot of that availability out here in Fields West. So this also borders Panther Creek on the south side. And as I was just kind of driving you through, I'm going to take you back down around just because I like the hills here and maybe give you a little bit better view of what this is going to be. So I just kind of, the way everybody's talking is just think if you want to run downstairs and grab a cup of coffee, go meet your friends for brunch. So easy to do that if you're living right there within the Fields West area. And it's going to have just like a great energy to it. Just imagine, I mean, there's a lot of times I know that for us on the weekends, we're tired and exhausted and thinking of getting ready and then having to drive to dinner. But maybe you find out your friends are downstairs and you know, you just got home from work, throw on a comfortable outfit and you could still meet them downstairs for dinner or for drinks. So it's just truly going to be a lot of that convenience factor, but more of the high-end living and everything being right at your fingertips over here in Fields West. So if you're looking for that high-end, very high-end living out here in the Fields, well, that's going to be the Preserve. Preserve is going to be the gated custom home community out here. It's going to have ultimately 233 custom home sites, and it's also going to have their very own exclusive high-end amenities within the Fields. It's going to be guard gated area. They already have a ton of trees that they've already put in the Fields, and your price points, I mean, you're looking into multiple millions of dollars. So $3 to $4 million probably. Everything is very high-end, very custom. There's only a handful of custom builders that are building in there, but you can still pick your lot. You can still pick everything that you want to do, your floor plan, your finishes, to get into this very exclusive area here called the Preserve. The Preserve borders the PGA golf courses. There are two 18-hole championship golf courses there. Obviously, the PGA headquarters is now located out there. And in 2027, they will be hosting their very first championship golf tournament out here at the PGA. You have the Omni Hotel right there, but there are a lot of very high-end luxury lots that are going to back up to the Fields. So if you are back up to the PGA golf courses. So if you want that beautiful view, you want a few little rolling hills, it's going to be a really gorgeous area over here in the Preserve. But of course, that's where the very high-end luxury living is going to be. So if you have any questions about that, maybe you do want to move out here and build your custom dream home. There's already talk of which celebrities are building in there. But if you want just more of that exclusive area right here in the heart of the Fields, that's going to be a fantastic one. So whether you're looking to move to Brookside, the Preserve, or East Village, or anywhere else that might be coming soon here in the Fields, don't hesitate to reach out. I am always a phone call, a text, or an email away. So let me know how I can help you make your dreams come true here in the Fields in Frisco. And until next time, take care.